He thought he was just answering a maintenance call. But when a black man opened the wrong door and found the CEO undressed, both their lives changed forever. This isn't just about embarrassment or scandal. It's about a mistake that turned into a lesson in trust, respect, and an unexpected bond that no one in the company saw coming. It was just another busy day in the company's headquarters. The CEO, a young woman known for her ruthless discipline and cold precision, had finished a grueling meeting with her board. As usual, she carried herself like royalty, untouchable, untamed, and feared by everyone around her. But behind the closed doors of her private office, she wasn't the flawless icon the world believed. She was simply exhausted, suffocating in the image she had built for herself. After hours of negotiations, she decided to change into something more comfortable before her next appointment. She locked the door behind her, or at least, she thought she did. In another part of the building, Marcus, a hard-working black maintenance supervisor, was rushing to answer an urgent call. He was asked to check a power line in the executive wing. With a set of master keys in his hand, he jogged up the stairs, distracted, sweaty, and late. He had no idea that fate was about to put him in a situation he could never have imagined. Marcus reached the executive floor, checked the room number, and slid the key into the lock. The door opened easily. He stepped inside, calling out, "Hello? I was told there's a problem in here." What he saw made him freeze. The CEO stood in front of a mirror, halfway through changing, a silk blouse slipping from her shoulders. For a split second, both of them were too shocked to move. Her eyes widened in horror, his in disbelief. The silence was deafening. She gasped and snatched a scarf from the chair to cover herself. "What on earth are you doing in here?" she snapped, her voice trembling with both rage and embarrassment. I'm sorry," Marcus stammered, backing toward the door. "I thought this was a maintenance request. The door was unlocked." "Get out!" she shouted, her cheeks burning red. Marcus left quickly, slamming the door shut behind him, heart pounding. He knew what it looked like. A black man barging into the CEO's office while she was undressed? If she filed a complaint, his career, maybe even his freedom, would be over. For the rest of the day, Marcus worked in fear, waiting for the call to HR, the security escort, or worse. But it never came. The CEO, meanwhile, sat at her desk shaking. She had been humiliated, yes, but what troubled her more was the look on his face. It wasn't predatory, it wasn't arrogant, it was pure shock, followed by genuine shame. For the first time, she realized she had judged him the moment he walked in, assuming the worst simply because of who he was. The next morning, she made a decision. She called him to her office. Marcus entered nervously, ready for the worst, but instead of anger, she surprised him with quiet words. "Sit down." He hesitated. "Ma'am, I just want to say again, I'm sorry. I never meant to disrespect you." She looked at him for a long moment before answering. "I know. I saw it in your eyes. But I also saw something else. Honesty. And that's rare in this building." Their conversation stretched longer than either expected. She asked about his work, his life, his daughter. He listened as she admitted how lonely leadership could feel. In those few stolen hours, the walls between them began to crack. Word eventually spread. People whispered about why the CEO was suddenly seen with Marcus more often, walking through the halls, laughing quietly, discussing things far from maintenance issues. The scandal people expected never came. Instead, what grew was respect, and something deeper neither of them had planned. Because sometimes one wrong door doesn't ruin a life. Sometimes it opens one. He opened the wrong door and expected his life to be ruined. Instead, that moment became the beginning of something neither of them could forget. Sometimes, the doors we fear most are the ones that open to everything we need.